found it. She won't give it back. Look at the queen.
And this is Bradford Yao.
In this rivalry week, baby, we have our Arcadia Apaches taking on the CV Falcons. So heading into tonight, what are some of the big players to look for?
So one main CV player to look for is Cole Doyle. He actually leads the league in passing and also rushing for a quarterback, which is really remarkable as he's only a junior. So that's one main player to look for, and as long as Arcadia is able to contain him, we should be good.
All right, looking forward to it. Now we're going to send it down to Clara for an on-field interview.
You're going against rival CV, so what's in your mind going into this game?
Just excited to get it going right now. This is the worst part, just waiting for kickoff. Hopefully, 7 o'clock, that clock ticks down pretty quick, and you get out there and play. It's always a fun game, a rivalry game. Got some playoff implications this week, so I think our kids are excited to play it, so it's time to go out there and compete.
Last week, your defense was pretty solid, only allowing 2 touchdowns. What are you guys going to continue to do defensively to help limit CV's offensive opportunities?
We got to try to take away the run game tonight. They're pretty efficient running the football. They're pretty good up front. Their quarterback is a good runner. The running back is pretty talented. So I think it all starts with stopping the run game first, and then everything else will play off of that.
Thank you. Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Really? Oh, he legit.
Oh, freaking God.
I know he an indie though. He basic. He never basic. Call Jordan though now. So he got
Catches with the point toss, left to the third. Now to receive the opening tee on the right side.
Coach ain't paying attention again. He got right back to my field. He loves it when two at home.
All right, welcome to Apache News Live, and we're about to get this rivalry week started off. We have Randy Ludwig looking for a big boot, and he kicks it off. Let's get this game started. Received on about the 15-yard line, takes it upfield, and brought down at the 30. All right, now we can see what Cole Doyle, number 18, can do for this CV offense, which has been go ahead.
Yeah, look for number 18 all night. 5'11", 155. Though he might be small, he has made himself a big presence in the league this year. Think of him as their Rolandus Weiner, but in quarterback version. He's only a junior, and just look for him to throw all night.
Yeah, and let's see what Dorset Manning and Jake Meadows can do for this Apache's defense. They have to look for number 4, Tyler Luciano, and number 34, Joe Sue on the CV offense. Joe Sue's the league leader in touchdowns and points scored. The quarterback keeper, Cole Doyle's tackled.
And we can see from that first play that Doyle is not afraid to get physical. He's actually also a dual threat quarterback as much as he is a good passer. So we're just gonna have to look for that option all night. Good read.
Yeah, not only is he leading the league in passing yards, but he's also leading in rushing yards, which is incredible as well. The fact that he's a quarterback doing on both ends. And number 34, Joe Sue is another big name to look for tonight. And we see number 5, Drake Barron in motion. Run to Joe Sue, and knocks down Michelangelo Loretto right there. And for a solid gain.
Yeah, you can see already Cho Su, number 34, 5'8", but around 215 pounds. I'm sorry, 165 pounds. I misread that, but he's very small. He might be small, but he's that speedy back, kind of like Jalik Stevens last year for Arcadia. So he also leads the league in rushing yards for running backs. So we're gonna have to see him all night. And there he is again.
And there's another pitch with lineman in front of him blocking. And, number 53, Destin Jordan just gave someone the work.
It's a big hit right there.
And this CV offense is kind of similar to a Cathedral offense we saw, where there's no weak part. Burbank, for example, had tons of run game, but not the greatest pass game. And similar with Burroughs in that type of fashion. But this CV team is probably one of the most complete teams in this whole league.
He's looking to throw.
And solid coverage by Jeremiah. Oh, and it's most likely a pass interference. Yeah, it's going against the Apaches.
Yeah, that's one player we want to look at. Number 87, Austin Novak. He's a tight end, 6'4", 210 pounds. So CV is gonna look to exploit those shorter cornerbacks of Arcadia by him. And you already see right there, he draws a flag.
Exactly. I don't think there's any way we could have as many flags as we had last week as this week.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna get to last week.
Yeah, let's just forget about that one.
So that's a 1st and 10 for CV. Let's see what they can do here.
And we've seen Drake Barron in motion for a lot of the plays, and it's a simple run up the middle and taken down, but actually for a solid job right there by our Apache's front.
Yeah, you see the quarterback just doing that fake pass. You don't know whether he's going to pitch it or just dump it off to Joe Suh. Both of their running backs are very good, so you're just going to have to keep an eye on both of them. So that's leading to at least 5 yards per gain, which is cutting through the Arcadia defense right now.
And we see that similar formation every time where Drake Barron goes in motion, has another leading blocker, and missed tackle by Dylan Judward, but Daniel Rodriguez makes a stop. And sorry that we don't have the scoreboard up this week and some of the technical difficulties, so we'll just have to update you as we go along.
And one interesting thing that we forgot to mention, we are missing 2 starters for today's game, AJ Lewis and Artis Candler, for personal reasons.
And so now we're gonna see Deontay and Frankie Contreras on the defensive side now, playing some quarterback. Frankie played a little bit of cornerback last year and was really successful at it. Frankie can play all over the field, and that's why these coaches and players appreciate him. Drake Barron takes it up the middle for a solid gain.
And yeah, although Frankie is a good cornerback, we're not going to really see much of that today. CV is more a run-heavy offense, so they're just going to keep running the ball at will and maybe just throw in 1 or 2 play actions to throw us off.
And now it's about a 2nd and 5. And we haven't seen, besides that one PI, I don't think there's been any other passing plays. And it's going to be crazy now that...
That's another one.
And a solid job right there by the Apaches front.
That's going to put it at around a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 situation. And let's see if Arcadia can get an early hold. I know that they have a solid kicker that can kick it around the 25 to 40-yard range. But even 3 points right now, off to a fiery start, would be really good for Arcadia.
Yeah, getting a field goal out of situation is one of the best cases. And they stop him right on the line. Solid job right there. They're already starting to stop the run game, and that's been one of the weakest parts of our Apache's defense, is just the run game up the middle. Burbank was able to expose it.
That was a great job by Alex Williams coming from that outside linebacker position.
They're going for it on 4th and 1. And it's quarterback sneak. Doyle takes it up the middle, and looks like he might have got it.
And they do get it.
Solid job right there.
So we already see that CV is taking the initiative and going for the big plays instead of settling for 3 points. They want to get 7 points on this first drive. So we're going to see a big offense-heavy game, I guess.
And why not? If you have a quarterback like Cole Doyle, who's, I don't know if we mentioned this already, but who's also a junior, this just shows how much potential he has. Most gonna lead to college offers in the future. Josa takes it up the right side, and he's stopped.
That's number 1, Rolando Swiner, showing that he can also play a big role on defense. We know all about his offensive side, but if you don't know, he also plays a lot of positions on defense, whether it be cornerback, strong safety, very versatile.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they just wait till they see our offensive weapons. But this CV team, their line, just listing some of them that we see on the roster, we see like a 6'1", 325, 6'3", 280, 5'10", 220, and some laundry on the field.
I believe it's offsides on Arcadia.
Getting a little jumpy there.
That edges CV ever so closer to end zone. So essentially that good defensive stop right there was erased by that penalty.
And now it's going to be about a 2nd and 4. Doyle in the gun with Josa behind him.
And
he's looking for another pitch. Taking it up the side. This might go for 6, folks. And it does. Apaches weren't able to conceal the edge, and look what happened.
Again, just very similar plays. Simple, just a pitch to Sut, and he follows those blockers with his speed and agile. Easy 6 for Crescenta Valley.
Yeah, definitely. Easy 6 right there. Looks like they're sending out the field goal unit. And yeah, we're going to go for the extra point, looking to make it 7-0. And not the start we wanted for our Apaches. And kick by number 11. Chris Wood is good. And down 7-0 early. Hopefully our Apaches can make a comeback. This is where we played our best, especially early in the year, is coming back.
Yeah, we saw many times we were down 2 scores, maybe even 2.5 scores, but we still find a way to rally. I guess the theme of this team is once we are down, we become more aware, and I guess that puts us in a different gear.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we see 2 big returners back there. We see Deontay Bevel, number 8, on the left side of the field, and then Rosti on the right side of the field. And finally, we get to see our offense do what it does. Deontay calling it. We're talking in the preseason, or talking the pregame last week. We mentioned Deontay Bevel being a key factor, and then he actually had a couple great catches, even one going for 6.
Big boot, and it is to Rolando Swiner. Let's see if he's going to return this.
Taking it from the 5, looking to juke them. Oh, one stiff arm, takes it the other way. He could be going far. And some laundry on about the 10-yard line. Changes field, and then goes for about the same distance that he would have if he got tackled.
Yeah, what's interesting is that we see this time CV has a big kicker with a big leg, and their special teams just rushed down, so there was no way that Rolando Swiner could go down and, just make a play like he usually does. Hopefully this is not a theme throughout the entire game, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right, now let's see what Max could do with this Arcadia offense. Missing one of the major parts of this offense, AJ Lewis, for personal reasons, but we had to see Austin Guerra, who frankly put on a show last week. He really hasn't played much this season, especially with AJ in front of him. And when he got his chance, he took advantage of it.
Yeah, he played actually the better of the 2 last week, and he rushed for around 5 to 6 yards per carry. So let's just see if he can continue that today.
And Max is keeping it and takes it for a small gain. And that's one thing we didn't see Max do last week is any read options or quarterback keepers.
Yeah, they might have been saving him for this game, and he might have still been feeling that ankle that he injured a few weeks ago at Burbank, so staff wasn't really taking any chances. But I saw in practice this week, while waiting for an interview, that the staff is working on a few trick plays, so don't be surprised if we see some new personnel this week.
And just in general, if it's rivalry weekend, we're not guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. You kind of have to try everything. But on about a 2nd and 5, Max takes it again. And gets maybe a yard and a half, a few yards, bringing a third down, about 3rd and 2. And now we get to see Max in the passing game, most likely.
3rd and 4.
This is one of those situations where we just need a first down.
Maybe a 3 and in for an easy slant, but a first down is crucial in this part of the field. If you have to punt against this hungry CV team, it's going to be very difficult.
And here you see Austin switch sides. Max maybe catches a blitz. And yeah, they're blitzing from that strong stride. Deontay Bevel catches it, spins, and takes it to about the 18. First down.
Yeah, you called it, Deontay Bevel. Not a name that we mentioned in the beginning of the season, but he's slowly improved as the season gone on. And there you have it, a first down catch on a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, while we compared Roski to Adoree Jackson, I think of Deontay as kind of a Tavon Austin. He's a real speedster guy. I mean, at West Virginia was incredible. Not so much in the NFL, but just he has that same type of speed as him, and that agility as well.
Very reliable hands as well.
And now we're looking for Max to hand it off to Austin right here, and he does. Takes it up the middle. Oh, and it's a solid gain. Takes it up the sideline to the 46. Wow.
Great run by Austin right there. That is as solid as they get. And he's a bit more speedy than AJ, although you kind of lose the physicality there. And you saw right there, right out there, right from the first get-go, first down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we needed right now, something to come back. Once this Apache offense gets going, it can't stop. And there's a lot of flying cylinders. Max looking to make a change on the play. Probably could have saw something. Camera's not on it, but we're seeing it looks like a 4-3 defense. Looking to pass. Avoids pressure.
He gets out somehow.
And he's looking, at least almost gets back to the line of scrimmage, taken out for a 2-yard sack.
Might have been a better idea to take that for a throwaway, but hey, one-on-one situation with the speed of Max doesn't hurt to try.
Exactly, and at least he escaped that sack. That's the difference of about 2 to 3 yards. And sorry for the viewers if you're hearing a screechy noise. It's coming from the broadcast system, so that's not really in our control.
Yeah, it's coming from the speakers of the Crescenta Valley side, and oh, actually we see a penalty.
And it's going for a first down. Or it's, yeah. Oh, it's going to be, my apologies, it's going to be a 2nd and 3. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
And it's a run play to
Austin,
and he's going! He's going!
See you, folks. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Arcadia! That's what we like to see. Austin Guerra takes up for more than 50 yards, folks. Wow! I mean, even seeing it on the field, he had a gap to the outside and took it all the way. Lining up for the extra point. Now we can see if they're actually going to use some of their trick plays. I mean, Randy Ludwig back there is like 6'1", and he's usually one of the buffest football players on the team.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if you see a pitch from Frankie to him. I've seen them work on that during
and you just see how he takes the block so well and even beats the safety right there, number 12.
PAT is up and good. You see right there, the CV player just can't even get to him. I mean,
that's not every day that you see or Austin Guerra outrun number 12, Angel Ochoa, who's listed as a cornerback. I mean, to be someone who already had the better angle on him, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, amazing that he gets his chance on senior night of CV to make that real 50-plus yard run right there. And it just takes that hole and goes all the way.
And it's good to see how he took advantage of any opportunity given to him. I mean, they had a few other running back options. They could have put Rotsky in there, or Jimmy, or Alex Kelleher, but they stuck with Austin, and who was supposed to be the original starting running back before AJ came. And kickoff, and it goes, not a great one, and goes out of bounds. You're going to take it from the 35.
That might be for the better too. Joe Saw is a very, you already see his running ability, so he might be a very elusive running back returner, and that could be a problem for the Arcadia Apaches, who we've seen have trouble in special team returning.
Oh, and they're gonna re-kick it. Wait, look. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna re-kick it. Not sure what happened. But already, this is gonna be a good game. It seems like if we thought last week was gonna be offensive shootout, now this one with less sloppy play is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, this might be kind of why Arcadia elects to do the squib kick more often.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to boot it all the way to the end zone. So at least by squibbing it, it reduces the opportunity to run it back.
Yeah, and there's a better kick. Takes it from about the 16 with the full head of steam. Oh, ankle tackle by number 13, Kenneth Ruano. Without that tackle right there, we could be seeing another 6 on the board. So shout out to Kenneth.
Joe Saw, man, is a very, very, like I said, elusive back and just one cut away from just taking it all the way. So good tackle by Kenneth.
And another big player we're missing on our Apache's defense and offense is number 54, Brandon Reed, who not really sure what the specific injury was. Didn't have a chance to talk to him, but he's walking around on a boot, so most likely it was an ankle or lower leg injury, and we will not see him tonight. Hopefully we get to see him in the playoffs. And also, we haven't touched, or it's a run up the middle. Andy Rodriguez meets him.
Huge hit.
But yeah, it's not guaranteed that our Apaches are going to make the playoffs, as they might only take two teams from each league. And it could be whoever wins tonight could be the second team that gets in.
Yeah, it's going to be an at-large bid, so there's no guarantee that Arcadia would make it to CIF if they were to lose tonight's game. But so,
yeah,
if they just win, that would be a lot easier for them.
If they keep up how they've been playing, it should be a solid game. And this, folks, will be one of the biggest upsets of the year. At least in my recent memory, it's been like probably 6-7 years since Arcadia has beat CV, and doing it on their senior night.
So play action,
and he's wrapped up. Looks like number 21, Cesar Haro there on the stop.
As a side note, Caesar leads the league in sacks, so that's another one to add to this collection.
That's number 9 on the year for him.
Yeah, and I guess that's an interesting point to note. When you force CV to throw, they might not be as successful, as we saw that the quarterback stumbled at the end.
Exactly. And if you're just tuning in, it's going to be about a 3rd and long. The game's tied 7-7 with 2:48 left in the first quarter.
And he is looking to throw.
Looking to throw down the middle. And number 87 takes it all the way. And, yeah. Number 87, Austin Novak.
Yeah, you can see right there, that 6'4" frame just snatches it out of the air from Rolandis Widener. We look at this replay, great throw, steps in the pocket, just out-catches Rolandis, who is a lot smaller than that 6'4" frame.
And also the velocity on that ball. I don't know if he plays baseball or anything, but the arm speed on that.
He has a nasty spiral.
Yeah, he was really able to thread the needle. And it's another pitch to Joe Suh. This last one went for 6, and it's a tackle, only getting 2. Going to lead to a second and 8.
Yeah, that pitch. Our guys seem to kind of figure out that pitch and how to stop that. It seems we saw in the beginning of the game that we were giving up 6-7 yards, and we've reduced that to 2. So let's see if we can keep it up.
Exactly. Now it seems like besides that pass, we were playing really well, but now after giving up a big pass play, we have to look for, if we're giving up a big pass play, we have to look for that to tighten that up. But yeah, at first it was the run game, and they're still coming back to it, not passing that often.
Yeah, though this is a run-first option team, we just saw that from that pass that they can easily throw for 15-20 yards. That quarterback has some serious arm, so passing is definitely not a liability for this team.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you stop the run game, you have to worry about the pass game. So on a 3rd and 6, they're looking to pass, and it's going to be a timeout on the Arcadia side. With 1:08, tie ball game at 7, looking for a good game right here on a 3rd and 6. CV looking to convert.
Yeah, I think the coaches saw that there was a mismatch between the tight end, number 87, Austin Novak, so they had to burn a timeout there. But if they can get a stop here, that will prove very good for Arcadia.
Yeah, it's hard to put a man on someone as big as Novak. I mean, he's 6'4". The only person who could really guard him on a one-on-one jump ball matchup would be Jake Metters, who's about 6'2", 6'3".
6'3", I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one thing that's going to be hard for them is that as soon as the CV coaches see we're undersized, they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, this is going to be a tight end that they could just abuse the tight end position just for this night, I guess.
Exactly. But so
Yeah,
far,
we see him lined up as a wide receiver right there.
exactly. He's just looking for a good matchup, and it's not looking good. They're in the trips formation, and there's only 2 men. And that looks like Arcadia got a little jumpy, and it's going to be a 3rd and 1 now.
That changes the personnel. All they need to do is a little pitch to Josa, an easy first down. And we've already seen that the offsides being a terrible move by Arcadia. Already, in the last drive, we saw there was an offsides that essentially gave them the free score.
Exactly. Now this almost gives them 2 chances for a first down because they won't go for it if it's a 4th and 1. I mean, they will. And that looks like that was enough right there. They might have to bring the chain gang, but looks like they got it.
Oh, it's actually a 4th down.
Oh, it's gonna be a 4th and.
No doubt they're gonna go for it.
Oh yeah, like I said, they're gonna have 2 opportunities to.
They're 1 for 1 this game already, so it's gonna be a QB sneak most likely.
Yeah, we're gonna look for them just to plug the middle of the field. And oh, there's close to being another offsides right there.
Yeah, they're looking to draw offsides for Arcadia.
Yeah.
And yep, another.
And he stopped.
The second attempt he gets through.
Initially stopped, but getting everybody back up, and it looks like it will be. Oh, they might have to bring the chain gang. Yeah, they're bringing the. All right. Kind of hard to tell.
No, it's way too close to tell right now.
Depending on the spot, if it was generous or not, this most likely will be a first down for CV. But also, it's hard to tell with the second effort.
Yeah, that second, he got knocked back all the way, but that last-minute dive, that actually, in my opinion, he got that first down. But let's just see right here from the chains.
And, oh, moment of truth, folks. And, yeah, it will not be a first down. That's Arcadia ball.
So a goal line stance from Arcadia gives them great field position. I'm surprised right now.
Yeah.
I thought that was for sure first down, especially on that 3rd and 1.
Exactly. But you know what? This Arcadia defense, we're talking about how their biggest weakness was plugging the hole on inside runs. They're able to do that. This could be this could be the biggest upset of the year. Nobody in league is expecting us. Nobody in league is expecting this game to be tied as well.
Yeah, we were talking about how our Burbank game was the best chance for us to get an upset, but right now we're just looking real good. Let's see if we can continue it.
Yeah, now we see Austin back there with Max. Austin, just a little recap, had a 55-ish yard touchdown run coming up the right side of the field.
I would feed him again, but they decide to throw the ball.
Right now. Max
and
is swallowed.
Sacked.
And trying to step up in the pocket. Knocked down by number 57. Connor Nelson. And yeah, it looks like number 72 actually just got him first, and number 72. Oh, number's not listed here, but was kind of swallowed him whole.
And it seems that number 58, Jerry Lewis, hopping off the field.
That's not looking good. He's the starting center for our Apaches. And at the end of the first quarter, it's a tie ball game, 7-7. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for our Apaches. But what a start. And also, the amount of time it took for that quarter to end.
Yeah.
That was the first 5 minutes of Pasadena last week.
Maybe even first 2 minutes if you count all those flags. But hey, it's a real exciting game, much more lively, and the flow of the game has been so much better. We've seen already a lot, and a big explosive play from Arcadia, great defense, goal, fourth down stance. So we're just gonna expect 3 more quarters of this, and it's gonna be fun.
Now we could definitely see them, or have Austin be maybe the main guy tonight. We've seen Max and Roski and Deontay throughout this whole year, and AJ. But this could be Austin tonight that maybe gets him an offer. I see someone on the Arcadia sideline with the clipboard taking notes. It could be a journalist or a scout. And maybe when he was looking for Max, taking notes on Max, or one of the CV guys, he ends up looking at Austin, and this is how Austin gets an offer.
Yeah, some crazy stories like that, and hopefully it does land in that offer.
Yeah, hopefully it turns out that way. Hopefully he also gives Max an offer if he's a scout. Puts in a good word for him for the Pasadena Star News. Max in the shotgun, hands it off to
It's a
Austin.
read option.
Oh, it's a read option.
Max is stopped.
And not a big gain right there.
I would have looked for Max to throw on that
Yeah,
situation.
I mean,
2nd and 15.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 14, yeah. But a solid read option right there. Just weren't able. They're really feeling the loss of Brandon Reed right there. No one was able to conceal the edge and let Max get around.
Yeah, he's on that right side. He's a real good blocker, and as we know, offensive linemen in a high school are kind of hard to come by. So
yeah, especially in Arcadia, where you just don't have as big as guys. And it's a false. Couldn't really tell what it was, but it was a false start. Didn't know who it was, and that's going to bring him to 3rd and 19.
yeah, maybe at this point, maybe we could just get a few, maybe 5-6 yards, and get better punt position. Because last thing you want to do here is throw a pick.
Yeah, I hope they just don't do a run up the middle that goes for maybe 8 or 9 yards. I hope they really go for the first down. And we see Deontay Bevel heading on for a route.
And it's going to be a sack.
Yeah. Taken down again by, hard to see who.
Yeah, we are missing the
Jaden Springfield.
Yeah, we are missing the offensive line right here. This CV line is really big and really consistent, so it's going to be hard all night for this offensive line.
And we're looking for Randy to punt it away, which was thought to be the biggest big gain of momentum right there, stopping them on 4th and inches. They weren't able to take advantage, and that's gonna bite us in the ass. And it's not a good punt. Goes straight out of bounds at the 38.
And just like that, though we thought we had a big momentum swing, it just 3 and out, and a bad punt by Randy turns the script right around and gives CV the ball at their own 41-yard line.
And now we're gonna look for the pass game, maybe the run game. If they weren't able to do anything with the run game, Cole Doyle might have to look for his targets. Look for number 4, Tyler Lobciano or Lobiancho.
And look for that big tight end, number 87, Novak. He's going to be a favorite target all night. And it is a run play.
Read option. Doyle takes it himself. And face mask. Yeah, definite face mask right there. Going to be 15 yards. Going to go 15 yards for the Falcons.
Yeah, we can see right here, he just follows that lead blocker, and he's very agile and shifty. And, yep, we can see right there it is a face mask.
Yeah, I mean, at first it looked like it was a read option, but it was kind of a quarterback draw.
Yeah, it was actually a design play. We can see that.
Yeah, it was a design play for number 42 to Vincent Perrin to lead him all the way. And that's good. Those are one of those costly penalties where it didn't really make sense. You already had Daniel taking him down.
Yeah, just don't touch him.
Yeah.
And start reaching. That's a bad mistake.
As soon as you play your...
And there he goes again.
Similar play, but that was a design read option.
So that's about no gain right there. And if we're going to want to hold CV to a field goal, we need to make it a 4th and 5 situation, because if not, they're just going to keep going for it.
Yeah, and now it's going to be about 2nd and 11. Scored, still tied at 7-all with 9:15 left in the second quarter.
And there he is again.
And
it's a throw this time.
And it's, just out of his reach. Yeah, Cole Doyle looking for, looks like number 20, Brian Erickson, another tight end.
And we can kind of see that makeshift secondary as, you know, Frankie was covering him and did a good job.
Yeah.
Kept it away.
And now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Hopefully we can hold him to a field goal here. Because this is kind of far from for a 4th down perspective.
Yeah. Looking to pass. And he is looking to pass.
A lot of time.
Steps up. And ball runs away from him.
Good coverage from number 3, DJ. And you see right there that the quarterback, although he does have a big arm, might not be the most accurate. So
yeah. Trying to force that ball, but we just see how crisp he looks as a quarterback with the feet. Stepping up in the pocket little by little and kind of have the awareness, but the Apache's defense is making him look uncomfortable.
And here's number 11, Chris Wood, senior. I saw him at practice, and this is definitely within his range. He has the leg, but let's just see if he can hit it in a rivalry game.
Practice is different than the game, and it's
no good.
No good. Far left. And another stop on defense. What is the CV offense doing?
Yeah, I mean, we think 40 yards. It's going to be definitely at least a field goal if they start if they only have to go 40 yards. But instead, we hold them to essentially a 3 and out.
And yeah, if you're just joining us, it's still 7-all. Apaches are taking the ball from their own 18, and
yeah, I hope to see the first down play a give to Austin because he was doing really well. I think he has 3 carries and
like
at
over
least
70 yards.
7 yards per carry, I believe. Hopefully the staff recognizes that and starts this drive in that way.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
And it's
another read option.
And the read option is not doing well tonight. So
I mean, as soon as Max pulls it away from Austin, as soon as he meets the line of scrimmage, he's already met with 3 defenders every time. And yeah, so a 2nd and 10 right there. Not really sure why we keep on going back to that. I don't know what happened if we handed it off to Austin, but the linebackers and the defensive end aren't biting. They're staying in their gaps. Max in the gun again with Austin to his right.
It's going to be a throw.
Pass.
And there is a flag. I believe it's going to be a holding on Arcadia. We see a CV guy down.
Oh, it's going against Arcadia. Most likely a holding penalty. I couldn't tell what it was. It was probably earlier.
It was probably off screen. But again, these penalties are killing Arcadia. You think that's a real good gain by Max to set up a 3rd and 3, and instead it's a 2nd and 20. Not really getting much room from the separation from the cornerbacks too. Yeah,
I mean, this Falcons secondary is solid. They're not letting. They had 1 solid pass to Deontay on a 3rd down, but besides that, they're not allowing much. You see a trip set on the right side.
And it's going to be a run this time.
Run to Austin, takes it upfield for a couple yards at least.
And there was a decent game.
Yeah, it was at least enough to make it maybe a little possible to convert the 3rd down. Now it's going to be 3rd and 16, so a 7-yard gain.
I'd like to see that more on 1st down instead of a 2nd and 23. That's a bit useless at that point.
Exactly, it doesn't make sense.
Offensive coordinator needs to do a better job identifying that it's a mismatch with Austin.
Yeah, and Max is looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, and number 42. And Vincent Parrott, but just nothing right there. Max throws in the double coverage.
He has a lot of time actually, and let's see right here. It's a great play right there. Swats it away from Deontay.
Just comes across him, and now we have 2. The camera's not on him, but we have 2 returners lined up by the 50. Hopefully Randy can follow up with a better punt. We've seen how great Randy can kick, and we know that he's capable of much better.
Yeah, Randy is the thing about Randy is he has the capability of easily hitting a 50-yard punt, but at times he could fluff it, as we saw in the previous one. So let's see if he can rebound.
A great kicker, but also a very inconsistent kicker. Good snap and everything. Kicks it away, and it's another, I mean, at least it takes an Arcadia bounce. But still not another solid punt. Almost a little better than the last one, but not looking that good.
Yeah, there's no velocity to his punt, so it's basically a side kick, almost like a soccer kick, and it's really low and forces it to take an early bounce, which is not very good.
You saw, I mean, with how much velocity he has coming behind the kick, it's hard to imagine that he can't kick it past at least the 40 right there. I mean, because he has the leg to do it. It just comes down to executing it. And now number 18, Cole Doyle looks to get this CV offense started.
And it's a run.
It's a run to Joe Suh.
And he has a lot of room.
Taken down. Taken down by DJ right there. But has a solid gain. Looks like a first down. Or close to a first down. It's going to be second and 1.5.
Yeah, in a situation like this, wouldn't be surprised if we see Doyle take a play action and take a shot downfield.
Yeah,
so look for that.
Or they didn't really go back to Suh last drive, and they come back to him for a. Looks like they stopped him. Oh! Oh, come on. That looks like he snatched it.
Yeah, we saw Alex Williams at the end of that play strip that ball away from Suh.
It was such a. It looks like he carried. I mean, I don't know if we could get a replay right there, but he might have taken it away before they called the whistle.
Unfortunately, in high school, things are not really reviewable.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, but
that's what you have to deal with. On a 3rd and 1, looking to convert. Hand it off to Joe Suh.
And it's a fumble!
Oh, it looks like it's going Arcadia away. And it's going Arcadia away! Daniel Rodriguez comes up with it.
Wow! Let's look at this replay right here. I'm not sure we stripped it away.
Oh, and they messed up the replay.
But I believe Alex Williams got his hand in there and poked it away.
Well,
and
if it doesn't work the first time, just do it again.
Yeah, ball don't lie, as they say.
Yeah.
And after a very promising 2 first drives by both teams, they seem to hit a stalemate here. They seem to have problems executing.
Exactly. All right, hopefully they started off with giving it to Austin right now. And on a 1st and 10 with 5:45 left.
And they do give it to Austin. Yeah. And it's a decent run.
Yeah, making his way at least 6-ish yards.
About 5-6 yards, and I would give it to him once again. He's been on a hot streak. So you see this replay right here. He finds those little holes, and even after he gets hit, he still pushes forward.
Exactly. And it's going to be about 2nd and 5.
Give it to him again, yeah.
Why not?
Let's see.
And yeah, if you're just joining us, it's still 7-all, 5 minutes left in the half.
And there's a 3 wide receiver set in the bottom, so let's see. And Austin
drives him forward for a little. Actually, not a bad gain. It's going to lead to, I think, 3rd and 3. So Austin's playing the game. It looks like he's trying to play the game of his life. He's leaving everything on the field for what could be his last high school football game.
Yeah, you never know. With CIF not a guarantee, this could be it for him. So he's playing up to standard right here.
Yeah, and on looks like a 3rd and 1, a little more than 3rd and 1, looking to convert right here. And once again, they have a trip set. They could see Roski come towards Max for a screen pass.
And Max is
on the quarterback keeper.
I don't think he gets it.
Stop behind the line. It looks like if he gave it to Austin, he would have had the first down.
Let's see right here. Yeah, Austin had a lot of room right there. I'm not really sure what Max was doing. Already we see Max doing the quarterback keeper 5 more times than he did the past 3 games combined. Not really sure what's that about.
Maybe he's to see something that he feels like is close to clicking away, but for the meantime, at least, just give it to Austin. That's what's working.
And we see here Randy with this third consecutive punt, and let's see if he can shake it off.
Yeah, two not very well, or two pretty bad punts. He's looking to at least boot it to the 20.
Luckily, those punts have no consequences.
Yeah. And it's even worse.
And it's actually a negative punt.
Yeah. And with 3 bad punts, he might get replaced right now.
Yeah. Number 34, Fernando Murillo, is usually the place kicker, but he can definitely hit a punt. He may not have the height as Randy, but he definitely has the depth. He has a big leg too.
I think he kicked it from the 40, and it's now at the 42. The ball went backwards almost.
Yeah.
And it's hard for the fans not to get frustrated, but it's also hard to be Randy.
And it's a play action.
And it's a screen pass to Suh.
Suh.
And only gets about 5 or 6 on the play.
It's actually very interesting with those 3 bad punts that Arcadia is actually tied right now.
Yeah. And with 2:57 left in the game, tied at 7-all. It's amazing that they're still in this, but it shows you how solid the defense is.
Yeah, the defense is playing lights out, and it's
pitched to Suh,
and he's nowhere.
Away. Roski right there was the first one to attack, and he's hyped.
Yeah, although he hasn't been getting much action on the offense, he's been playing amazing on the defense. You see already 1 tackle for loss, and earlier another great play. So we see right here.
Yeah, he's coming all the way from probably 10-15 yards away. Hopefully they don't. And with the 3rd and 7, hopefully our Apaches can at least get a field goal before the half ends.
Yeah, just get a stop here, take a timeout, and you have 1 timeout remaining with about 1:30-ish, and that's a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
If we can play our cards right, we can get it.
And it's
a play action. It's a catch.
But however, there is a flag on the 30 or on the 29-yard line. And it's against the Apaches.
It's a holding on the defense, but it's irrelevant. That's a great throw by, as we can see right here.
You see Dorset coming right here. He must be fearing for his life.
Gets a great throw away though. You see that? Perfect.
And just out of the reach of Lugo. Lugo puts a fingertip on that. They're looking at 4th down and punting it away. But one of the results of a bad punt was now that they're in field position after 1 first down to score. Close to the red zone, 7 yards away.
And about 10 yards away from field goal range.
Exactly.
So
Doyle takes himself. Missed tackle right there behind the line, but is able to recover. And if you're also just tuning in, sorry for the screeching you may hear on the live stream. There's some technical difficulties on the broadcasting system, so apologize for that. But anyways, this is a good game so far.
Yeah, a lot more exciting and fast than last week's game for sure. Everything you expect from a rivalry game.
Exactly. Solid game so far. We see Suh go in motion.
And it's a play action. Yep.
And incomplete pass. Coming into this, we thought Doyle might be the league MVP, leading in rushing and passing. Hasn't done much on the passing side or the rushing side. And now on a 3rd and 7, Apache's looking to get a stop.
CV uses its first time out of the half. This is a big play right here because
short pause after a timeout right here.
Out, so shout it. Out, go. Apaches go. There's a tire. Out, so shout it. Out, go. Apaches go.
right, now we have a first down on the Arcadia 24.
Let's see if Arcadia can get another stop here. A lot of time.
And sails it. Now it's good. Now, my apologies. It was a third down. All right, 4th and 7. I don't know if they're going to go back to the field goal unit after that miss, and it looks like they're not going, or they are going to.
And this is around the range he missed.
It looks like it was even farther. Close, but. And they sent. Oh, and it's a fake. And. Oh my God, it's a touchdown. Oh, but there's flags. It might be coming back, but I was about to say, looking for some trickery. The Cole Doyle right there was.
Oh my goodness, this is Cole. Joe Saw is down, and I saw that was a non-contact.
And it's going against the CV Falcons, and it's going to be Arcadia ball, folks, with 49 seconds left. But
this is huge. Their star running back Joe Saw, I saw, went
connected.
down, no contact at all, which means that this is going to be a serious.
Actually, he connected with a fan on the sideline trying to stop himself. Don't know what happened, but I mean, we wish for the best as he's looking to play in college and everything. But wow, what a loss for the Falcons if he's not able to come back. But seeing him face down was not a good sight. And I don't know, it doesn't even look like he's getting back, or he's on his butt.
From what I saw, he was trying to slow himself, but at the end he planted his foot, which could be about a knee injury, something like that. Maybe. I'm not going to speculate anything, but it looked bad.
And he's standing up, so hopefully he's able to return to the game. And the Apaches are looking to take it from their own, or the refs are still deciding what to do on the penalty.
Yeah, it's good to see that Joe Saw is back up on his feet. Hopefully he can continue on the game, because it makes the game a more exciting one. And I believe this forces CV to punt.
Yeah, so and now it's going to be a 4th and forever. So, look who they get to kick it to. Now this is the time. This is the highlight you want.
Yeah, we haven't seen him all half. Let's see if he comes in with 49 seconds and gives a good one for us.
7-7 all, folks, if you're just joining us. 49 seconds left in the game. CV punting away to the one and only Rolandus Widner. And they kicks away, and he's looking to return this. Gets under it, and takes it up the sideline. And still is on his feet, but it looks like he's taken down near the 5-ish.
It was actually almost a safety right there. So that's a 1st and 10 for Arcadia at around the 5. Maybe it would be a better thing to just take a knee and.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. Hopefully Maxis doesn't knee in the end zone. But now heading into the. All right. All right, and it looks like they're just going to kneel out for, or CV's. It looks like it was a timeout maybe on CV.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to potentially force a safety, actually.
Yeah. I mean, so they'll have to run a play. But maybe that wasn't the best idea right there. They could have just ran it, but I mean, maybe you want to see what Roski could do, but letting the ball go into the end zone could have set them up for a better chance of scoring, or just ending the half without any mishaps.
And one thing about CV that we haven't really talked about, but they've done a phenomenal job, is the special teams. We saw that they have completely eliminated Rolandus Whitener from any potential returns.
Exactly.
You see here, basically negative yardage in the kickoff, 5 yards, 10 yards. Just real good job by this CV special teams coach.
Because now if they're ready to or because now CV is going to be taking it when it's the start of the second half. And so if they're looking just to make a stop here, have Arcadia mishap, and looks like an offsides right there on CV maybe. Oh, it wasn't offsides, it was a timeout on the CV side again. Not really sure what's happening. It's listed as a third down. And not really sure. It's kind of, now this reminds me of the Pasadena game with all this stoppage.
Definitely not as bad as.
Oh yeah, nowhere near.
We're not going to talk about that ever again, but just a bit of confusion before that half, mainly due to the field position.
Yeah, if they're just able to end this, we're tied at the half, then it's looking pretty solid.
Because Arcadia does. Yeah, like I was saying, Arcadia does get the ball first, and we could take the lead from there. So no need to try to enforce the issue.
And now hopefully they could just let the clock drip all the way. And yeah, that's what they're looking to do. And yeah, that's the half, folks. Solid play on defense for our Apaches has led to a 7-7 tie, which nobody thought this would be happening. Nobody in the league, at least. All of our players knew that this is how the game was going to go.
Yeah, but everybody has been sleeping on us.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So the game is tied at 7-7. It's a rival school. What is the offense going to hopefully do to answer back in the second half?
Offense just has to move the ball, keep on pounding them slowly and steadily, and we'll make our way down the field and we'll score, and we're going to win this game.
What's the rivalry like on the field?
It's right now it's getting pretty heavy. We just got to focus on winning the game and playing hard and not worry about the talk that's going on.
Thank you and good luck. Second half. At the half as we start the second half. Good luck, Apaches.
All right, and now after a solid first half, our Apaches, looks like it's going to be the biggest upset of this Pacific League year.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really think of much of it coming into the game away from home at Crescenta Valley, which has been a thorn on our side. And strangely enough, it's 7-7 due to a few mishaps on the special teams end. And we get the ball back first, second half, so let's see what we can do.
Well, actually, sadly, they're getting the ball in the second half. But, wow, after what looked like a shady start, this Arcadia team could pull off, as I said, a big upset right now, as it looks like they're not even guaranteed to make the playoffs. It's usually the best three teams in the Pacific Division, but now they might only take two. So I believe if they win this game, then they're headed to the playoffs no matter what. But we just have to see.
All right, and we will return back to you guys after halftime.
All right.
field in competition.
Okay, get a hot dog there.
apiece in the Arcadia division, making it the largest band in Glendale Unified School District. The marching company drum on auxiliary for first place with Caitlin Conrad this season. He also earned the tournament 5 music award at 2 out of 3 competitions. Leanne has 3 more competitions this season, and tomorrow they will perform at the Tito Invitational Band Review ASA Skill Tournament. That's the one on Saturday to the Marching Falcons.
I know. Stop. I know. So
welcome back to the game, and we are about to start the second half. Matt, what do you think is going to happen in the second half? Do you expect more offense, defense? What do you think?
I think the Apaches are going to pull away with this one. I mean, we've seen them stop the run, and that's been the weakest part of their defense this whole year, is just stopping the basic run up the middle. After they did that, we're able to have consistent 3-and-outs and only a couple first downs here and there. And now, looking to kick it off, it's going to be a good game for the Apaches. I think this is it. This is going to be the upset we've been waiting for the whole year. All right, and after a solid kick, Apaches are taking it from the 20. And now we're looking for Austin to get this second half started. If you're just tuning in, it's 7-all, 1st and 10. And Austin does take it for a solid gain up the middle.
Yeah, as we saw in the first drive of the game, Austin had a very solid run, and 55 yards to be exact, and took it all the way to the house. So as you can see this replay, he gets solid gain, but we should be giving him the ball a lot more. So it's going to be a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. And we've seen Max have a lot of QB keepers on, or keep it on read options, and it really hasn't turned out that well. So now we're going to see Austin. Yeah. And that's taking it for looks like a solid gain right there. But that was one of the examples of plays where Max would keep those and kind of be met at the line of scrimmage. And we're looking at a 3rd and about 3rd and short.
Yeah, in this situation, give it back to Austin. We've seen too many times where we see Max do a keeper. Just go with something simple and do something that's been working all game.
All right, and you see an adjustment. Maybe he might take it outside, but hopefully we don't see a pass play, as that Max's passing game has been that strong.
And it is to Austin, and there's a big hole.
Taking it up for a solid gain right there. Takes it up to the 39. And we're just seeing how the offensive line has been producing these big gaps for Austin.
Yeah.
They have to go back to the outside. That's what's been working.
Yeah, though the offensive line hasn't been doing well for Max, as we can see right here, they do a real good job for Austin. Just he's able to maneuver around and get almost 10 yards.
Yeah, and a first down. That's the most important part. We see Roski behind Max. You have to know he's going to be used as some sort of... Yeah, and he's used.
There he is.
And,
oh wow, he gets around.
Looks to take it upfield.
There is a flag, however.
And I'm not sure what it is.
Looks to be going back to Arcadia. Let's see right here.
But that doesn't really look like a holding penalty. And maybe it was on Dorset. Could be a holding.
I thought it was more. And it's a personal foul on Arcadia. Wow. That's a bit harsh. So again, these penalties killing Arcadia. We saw whether it be offsides last half. Now we see personal fouls. So I guess we're just shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were not doing when we had the touchdown drive, is that we were able to move the ball along without it going backwards.
Puts us in a real bad position. 2nd and 26.
Yeah,
forces Max to throw here, and he doesn't have much time.
In the pocket. Looks somehow escapes, and oh my! Almost takes it for a first down, or almost takes it back to where they originally started.
And wow, he gets around and gets a first down play. That is real good job by Max. Correction, a second and around 9. But
getting back to his original.
You can see right here, he was surrounded with so much traffic. I thought he was going to get another sack, but
yeah, it just looks like the corners are locked down, and it looks like it's the offensive line's fault or Max's fault, but they're just not freeing anything up. And it's a quarterback keeper for Max, and on a second and 17, just maybe goes for 2 or 3.
So again, the defense is playing a big role for Arcadia. For both sides, I'm sorry. And now it's a 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, it's about 3rd and 14, forcing Max to pass. And the pass game just hasn't been there.
Yeah, look for Deontay, who has the only catch of the night.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think Max has thrown it, I think he's only thrown at least 3 times. But yeah, and he's stepping back. He's looking to throw that way. Oh, and he's looking for Roski. And knocked out of his hands. Roski was looking for his first touchdown.
Wow. So it was for him right there, too. It was in his hands, but at the end, a great breakup by Crescenta Valley, and he wants that one back.
Yeah,
he wants that one back. He is. We can see right here.
Max stepping up.
That's why he kind of underthrows it, but as we see right here, Rolandis. Oh wow! Could have even been a pick.
Close. I mean, and we see Rainey back to punt after having 3 just bad punts earlier. Hopefully Rainey could come back.
Yeah, because those punts are a liability, giving them free, great field position. Might as well just go on a 4th down if you're going to punt like that.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can.
And we want Rainey to turn this around. He's been solid for us this whole year. But it's going to come down to special teams as these offenses are battling out.
And that's a good punt. There we go.
And it takes a little bit of an Apache's bounce.
A good one, actually.
That's what we wanted to see. And you could hear how excited the fans are for Rainey, pulling for him, because it doesn't do anything just bringing our own teammates down.
45-yard booter right there, and as you can see, Crescenta Valley starting at their own 25, but let's not forget, they started at the 25 in the first drive of the game, and they ended up scoring.
And you can see some of the teammates, or can't really see it since it's off camera, but some of the teammates high-fiving Rainey, just finally, there we go. And during halftime, it looks like he kicked all the zip ties off the net he practices into.
Yeah, he's very hard on himself.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Odell relationship, love-hate relationship with the net. And Doyle scrambling and has a passing.
Incomplete.
For number 20, Brian Erickson right there.
Yeah, as we can see, Doyle, when he's rolling left, he's a bit more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that kind of forces him to throw it off target.
Yeah.
Whereas if he's standing still or maybe rolling right, he has a better chance.
Well, he's throwing against his body, which is a very uncomfortable position. And to hit someone on the run that way is just hard to do. With 8:43 left, 7-all, Apaches are looking to make a difference on defense.
He does
and another pass play, and that play is going far. It's going to be Novak, and a solid play takes it down to the Arcadia 30.
It's a blown coverage by number 22, Alex Williams, I believe, as we can see in this replay. Looks that direction, and he's wide open, as you can see.
Yeah, or it was my bad. It was number 84, Jordan Nelson. But either way, this is not looking good for the Apaches.
It has moved the chains, and now they are at their own territory.
Now they're looking for a run to Joe Sue.
And a missed tackle.
And 2 missed tackles. This is not how we wanted to get a start to the half.
Yeah, we wanted to start the half with momentum since we get the ball first, maybe take a lead, whether it be a touchdown or even a field goal. But now we see a struggle even keeping the game tied.
And we start to see some of the things that made this Apaches defense struggle in previous games against solid run games, which is just the pure missed tackles. You can't have it. But when you make the tackle the first time, that's when we're starting to get these 3 and outs. And Doyle looking to,
and it's
an awkward play, and now rule it incomplete.
That was very close to being a backwards pass.
A really awkward play right there. It looks like it was supposed to be a play action that Joe Sue didn't know about.
So now that puts 3rd and 3. Not really sure what CV is going to do here. They could do a quarterback keeper, pitch to Joe Sue. They really have a lot in there.
Yeah, on
blocker.
a 3rd and 4-ish, or yeah, about a 3rd and 4. Hopefully the Apaches can make a stop, and they might do the same pitch to the outside. This offense isn't very it's another pitch to the outside.
Oh, he almost
Hard to
fumbles
handle,
it.
and Alex Williams takes him down. Looks like a 2-yard loss on the play, bringing up 4th down, and they're sending out the
Punting unit.
punt team. Yeah, they're not even. They said screw the field goal, and a pitch that was a little high. It took him 2 steps to maneuver it.
And now we see Rolando Schweiner back to punt. But as we know, their kicker is very, very good. Has a huge leg to him. I'm not really sure. I might even let this one go out of bounds because we saw we got pinned back last time by doing that.
I mean, this team's solid. It's not going to be a Glenn Hoover where Roski could toy around with them. It'll be hard for him if he takes it at the 3 to take it all the way back to the 20, and you might just let this go into the end zone. Yeah,
Good
smart decision. He was going to be met with defenders right away, and dodging 5 guys, but only going 3 yards isn't going to do anything. But yeah, if you're just joining us, it's 6:44 left in the game, 7-all. Apaches are taking it from their 20, 1st and 10, and a good game so far. Looking at one of the biggest upsets in Pacific League for this year.
This game has a lot of significance. If you don't know, it seems that our CIF teams that are omitted from this league has now shrunk to 2. So if Arcadia doesn't win this game, unlike previous years, they could be left out of CIF.
Yeah, it's to the point where it could be a coin toss for who gets in. So it's very confusing. But on a run to Roski,
he has a lot of room,
taking it far, and
stiff arms the man and gets a decent yardage.
Yeah, not a first down, but at least 7 to 8 yards. But you can see they're trying to incorporate Roski inside the game. And on a 2nd and 3, hopefully they could just get this pass game going because nothing's been working for them.
And besides that run by Austin in the first drive,
we haven't seen much offense.
I'd give it back to him here. Get that first down and then maybe take a chance to run as they do here.
Good decision.
And he does get the first down.
That's going to be a first down. And hopefully Max could just get this pass game going because he really has only thrown it 3 or 4 times now, and the other times there's been 10 plays so far where he's gone back to pass but just been sacked or had to take it.
Yeah, maybe like a quick short pass, 3 and in, something to get him going.
But
and there's a huge room for Austin.
At least the first down. And some laundry. That play's coming back. A solid gain of about a little more than 15. But it looks like it's going to be holding coming back. So that's going to be a difference of 30 yards.
This offensive line has been real sloppy tonight.
Yeah, you saw it right there on.
Yeah, it's real clear right there.
Yeah.
He's just grabbing onto the jersey. Mm-hmm. And I guess the loss of Brandon Reed is really showing right here. Mm-hmm. He really makes that offensive line complete, but you take a guy like that out and I guess plug in a guy that's not really as strong as him and as heavy and big as him. That's going to put a real liability and ultimately draw penalties.
Exactly. We see Max going back, and there's a screen pass to
Frankie.
Frankie takes it upfield for actually not a horrible gain, but we haven't seen many screen passes.
Yeah, I'd like to see a screen pass to Rolando Schweiner. That was his specialty a few games ago. He can definitely take that one all the way to the house if he wants.
Yeah, now we're looking at about a 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16, 27.
And they might go back to Austin.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not? But you see right there, that hybrid formation that Pollocky likes to use, the shotgun pistol. This one might be a pitch to Rolando Schweiner.
Or he might be used as a decoy.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a bad snap. Max. Oh, God. It's a bad snap, and it's a high snap, and it's hard for Max to...
It's lucky that Max
was able to get something on it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw, and if we can get a replay, that would be great, but
it looks like Max,
he tried to pick it up from the floor instead of falling on it.
Yeah, should have just fell on it. And thank God it's Arcadia ball, but that could have been costly.
First real botch snap we've seen in a while.
I mean, but it's kind of hard for the center as how cold it is. It's hard to get a grip on the ball. But also, Jerry's been so solid this whole year. It's kind of hard to mention his name the only time he makes a bad snap.
Yeah, these past few games we haven't mentioned his name at all, like you said, which is a good thing.
And it's a pass to Roski up the middle.
Oh, it's to Frankie!
He's looking to take it.
He has room!
And on a 3rd and 33, they might have converted, folks.
And he moves the chains. Arcadia first down.
Looks like it was short. But they're going for it.
They have to.
It's going to be a 4th and 1.
I'd go with a QB sneak right here.
This also might be Austin territory, but a solid play right there. That might have just saved the season.
This is a big risk right here too.
And we hear the bleachers rumbling with Max in the shotgun, Austin behind him. You can only think that's going to be a run.
And it is, and he gets it!
And he gets more than enough, folks.
And the great play of Austin Guerra continues. Wow.
This is his game. If he doesn't have at least any mention in the Star News after this, it's corrupt.
Yeah, he's right now been the MVP of this game. We saw early that offense was just cold. Nothing's happening. You can see right here. This gets through, breaks 2 tackles, and gets that extra yardage.
And he knows how to fall forward. Great momentum.
Give it back to him. And he gets a decent yardage right there.
Each time. He's getting at least 4 or 5 yards. He's very nifty that way. And
it could have been that CV scouted for AJ Lewis, and
they were like, "Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?" Right?
Better. And coming on a 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Max looking to hand off to Austin right now, but also that was the biggest play on the pass.
Yeah, give it back to him. He gets stopped there. You do the same play multiple times, they're gonna catch on. Yeah.
But we need to see Max do something with this pass game. I mean,
we saw right there, Frankie, that great reception. Just do more of that.
That could have been the play of the season.
We see, we're going to take a timeout here. Arguably the biggest play of the game so far.
Oh, easy. That's more important than that could have been more important than the Austin touchdown, because that play right there, first, it kept the drive alive, and then also gave them opportunity to score later on.
Let's see if we
could lead them to score later on.
Let's see if we can capitalize here. 3rd and 4, in the midfield. This is actually 4-down territory too, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
You got to take chances to make it to the big bucks in CIF. So let's hope that we see a conversion right here, or maybe put it to a 4th and 1 situation that makes it very achievable.
Definitely. And it definitely, I don't know why we haven't seen any screen passes to Deontay or DJ. We haven't barely mentioned DJ, and this is another big. After saying that, we see DJ in motion,
and they give it to Austin, and he has a huge roll.
And it's another big game for Austin. That's easily over 120 yards of rush yards for him on the game.
Yeah, compile that with his 55 and his 5 yards per carry?
Yeah.
He's just been crushing it tonight. Unstoppable.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned the names we usually mention. We haven't mentioned the names we usually mention, which is the Deontay, DJ, Max,
Austin.
Roski.
Yeah. And here's Max looking to throw.
That could be a touchdown. And
wow.
Just overthrows him. DJ's mad. He still has yet to score this year.
That was his right there. If Max should have just thrown that a little under, that would have been the play that could have set us to potentially win this game.
Yeah.
But again, instead, it's a 2nd and 10.
if DJ catches that, that's a touchdown.
And as a side note, I see the staff stretching out number 1, Rolandus Whitener. That is
It's not what we want to see.
not what we want to see right
He's
there.
might not be making a difference on offense, but defense at least. And we see a screen play to Frankie that's eaten up. It's going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, that would have been for Rolandus right there if he was in the game. But instead,
yeah, it just looks like he's in grueling pain.
he he wants to go back out there.
Yeah, it looks like he's massaging he could be just cramping in his calf.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's a calf cramp that the trainer's just trying to stretch out.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's a very cold night tonight. About low around the 50s, 60s, and with wind. So that could be kind of why there's.
And you see Max rolling and takes it for himself, but once again, nothing's there. And we have to give credit to the CV secondary, as nothing's been open, and it doesn't look like they're gonna punt. Yeah, I mean it's 4th down and they're not punting. They're going for it.
4 down territory for sure.
It's gonna be about a 3rd and 11. I mean, sorry, 4th and 11.
This is right here.
This is
biggest play of the season.
This could be. And I mean, you see it trips right. Hopefully they could just get something. Good protection and another overthrow.
And you see right there, number 8, Deontay, wide open if Max was able to locate him. And Max tends to usually do some of these plays we've seen these past games. And when there's nervous time, he tends to throw it to the wrong receiver.
Yeah. He does get a little flustered and go for the first guy he sees. Might not be open or not. And we see Deontay coming back to the sideline, pissed off. Good reason.
He was wide open right there.
Yeah.
That could have been a touchdown, actually, to be honest.
I mean, we also seen a couple misplays here and there. Just throws that are so close, but don't end up going out that way.
But instead, we see CV taking it at their own 36, so they might burn us.
Originally it was a fake pitch.
Nowhere to go for Joe Suh. We've seen to found the formula to stop him now.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 2 to 3. Or actually, a little more than that, about 4. It looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 6.
$20 seconds left in the half. Let's see if they, in the quarter. Let's see if they squeeze in one more play before it runs
Hopefully
down.
they could just stop them, because we see another player in motion. It's going to be a run to.
It's a play action.
And takes it for a big gain right there, but Jimmy Gassner's not able to make the sack.
Yeah, it was a free sack if he kept going.
And folks, put your 4s up. We're heading to the 4th quarter, tie ball game.
Do not tune off. This is a make or break situation for
this could
Arcadia.
be the season. This whole season comes down to this one quarter. And with solid defensive play by both teams, it's been a great game so far. But also, we've seen some missed opportunities and missed throws from Max Davila that have cost a couple touchdowns.
So a scoreless 3rd quarter. What do you think is going to be the key to pulling off this upset victory here in CV territory?
Defensively, it's going to be about making the first tackle, and also offensively, it's going to be Max connecting with his receivers. I mean, Max has had a couple underthrows and then a couple overthrows, and we could have been looking at maybe a 21-7 ball game. A throw to Roski that hit him in stride earlier that came in the 2nd quarter, that could have been a touchdown. A throw to DJ could have been a touchdown.
And a throw to Deontay.
Yeah, exactly.
On that 4th down.
And it's another pitch.
It's a
pass. And oh my God, what a play. What a play.
That was they were saving that for the 4th quarter. Yup.
Wow. Apaches were not expecting that one.
I was a bit surprised. You see number 12 is not a running back, and he looks to throw and wide open.
Yeah. Number 12, Angel Ochoa, listed as a wide receiver and defensive back. Sophomore, just made his name for the school. I mean, you can't really do much about that.
Yeah, it's a fourth quarter play, and it's kind of a one-time use play.
Yeah.
And they picked the right time to use it right there.
Yeah, hits Jordan Nelson just on a straight route, and a bad snap, and they could be taking this one for 2. And
They don't. They stop it.
Well, thankfully it don't. With a bot snap, it only makes it 13-7. But our Apaches now have to come back. But
This puts us in a situation where if we do score a touchdown, we can get the win. And I remember 2 years ago, we missed a PAT
yeah,
to tie it, and ended up taking the loss.
You
So
know, it's CV. You never know what's going to happen.
we still have a lot to play for here, even though we did go down.
Yeah, 11:50 left. And if you're tuning in, sorry for if there's a screeching on your ear, for what's projected out. The broadcasting system is really bad.
Yeah, the announcing system that here in the Glendale Stadium is just real messed up right now, and we apologize if that is bothering you guys. But
anyways, if you're also just tuning in, we just saw a great touchdown right there, 13-7, 13-7 CV kicking off right now. 11:50 left in the game. And boots it off. Broski is able to return it.
he's met with a lot of guys. He has a lot of room.
He has a gap. And he might have had it. Oh, it looks like there's a fumble. Oh, God. Please don't. And, it's starting to get rough. Thankfully, Arcadia has it.
There's a lot of laundry in there.
Yeah.
And, not sure it was a good idea for Rolandis to take it back because he is ginger to get up.
Yeah. But going the Arcadia way could be offsetting penalties on both sides. Could have been a late hit. Kind of got a little rough right there. Rivalry.
So it offsets.
Yeah, that's how those things usually turn out. But it looks like Roski had a hole to his left that if he took, we might have been seeing 6. And we're just kind of waiting for Roski's MVP moment of the game. But it's time to shine the light on other guys. We've been talking about Roski so much this season that we have to shine the light now on number 17, Austin Guerra.
Yeah, this instead of fourth quarter being Rolandis time, this could be fourth quarter Austin time.
Because they still have enough time if they want to run it to take it down.
11:42 left. Plenty of time. They get to do whatever they want with the clock.
At least they don't have to worry about time for right now. And it's going to be a run to Austin.
And again!
Solid gain. Looking for a first down right there. I mean, we don't have a stat sheet with us right now, but it could be close to 130, 140 yards for him.
Yeah, he's playing the game of his life. He's just finding every single little hole and just going through.
And he saved it for a good time as well.
If there was ever
a game, to put on a show, it's this one. I mean, if it's not broke, why fix it? And they're gonna feed him. It's gonna be Max on the keeper.
And he breaks a tackle. And he's
going! No way! The 20, the 10, and stopped at the. Stopped at the 1 yard line. Max has had trouble with those keepers all game, only going for 2 to 3 yards, and he finally takes it down to the 2 yard line.
Bam, bam, bam. We see this replay right here. He keeps it. He breaks one tackle, and he's gone. Look at this right here.
Yeah, breaks. Just beats the cornerback, and it looks like he's gonna take it all the way.
Let's see right here.
And
he looks to be short.
Wow, what a play.
Seems that there's a CV player down, but let's just take a moment to
gets back up.
Appreciate the run game of Arcadia. Passing might not be on point this game, but hey, the run, this is probably the best running game I've seen Arcadia display all year.
All year, definitely. And you know what? Max is really taking the leadership role right now and just charging it down south. And they're with first and goal on the 1. they're looking to at least tie it up after a botched field or extra point attempt. Apaches are looking to take advantage of that and take the lead.
Yeah, in a game like this, it'll take.
Yeah. And we have to see Austin. Oh, Max is on the QB sneak,
and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown Apaches. Max Davila with the easy QB sneak, and it's now a tie ball game, folks. This is what we like to see. Arcadia football, rough and tough. Might be his first or second rush touchdown of the year. Followed up, might as well finish it after over about.
Hold on a second. There is a flag that came in late, and the guys do not look happy.
Oh my. Oh. If it's unsportsmanlike conduct, that's usually enforced after the play.
But
what? You don't.
This makes it a long kick.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wait.
It really should be enforced on.
Yeah, it's usually enforced on the
Unless Randy can make up for all those missed punts earlier with this long field goal attempt.
Randy, you already hear the chant, folks. Come on, and it's a good snap. Gets it off, and that might be good.
It's good.
Following 3 bad punts, Randy makes it up, and now everybody loves him. It's the life of a kicker. They hate you, then they love you, and then they love you, then they hate you.
And he cleared that by miles too. You saw the kick. Wow.
I mean, see, this is where the Arcadia team's starting to gel, and the players are getting into it. You see number 28, Daniel Rodriguez, hyping up the crowd. A quick three and out right here, and this could be the ball game for the Apaches.
Yeah, and they can even go for 2 and make it a 2-possession game. Let's just see how they play things out, because Crescenta Valley has a big threat in number 34. Joe Suh.
Looking to take it back. He's back there with number 42, Vincent Parrott. Wow, what a game. Up by 1 with 10 minutes left in the game. If you're just joining us, folks, you've missed a great game so far.
A great game so far, but it's setting up to be an even better finish.
Exactly. And we've noticed that squib kicks have been better for them this year, and it's what they go with right now. All right.
Let's see what Fernando does.
Yeah.
Usually this year we've seen some squib kicks from him, and CV recognizes that as they move up more.
And hopefully that gives Max a nice offer right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Max and Austin, they've been the leaders of this offense, and we have to give a shout out to the offensive line. The big boys are doing it up front, and that's what's leading to these big plays.
Yeah, even though they are missing one of their big guys and one of their better players, they've been able to stay strong as a unit and just perform well today. Hopefully they can keep it up with 10:34 left.
And looks like a deflated ball issue, like the Tom Brady type of thing. Fernando's fixing with the balls over there. And looking to boot it away. But what a game so far. I mean, it's been, at first when we thought this run game was kind of struggling this year, it finally picked up when it had to. And by an unlikely character, Austin Guerra.
Yeah, we thought no AJ Lewis would really hurt us this game, but could be a blessing in disguise, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Now maybe we could put AJ at a different position when he comes back.
Maybe like an inside linebacker with his size, 6 foot, 190.
Tight end maybe? Because, I mean, we've seen him make solid blocks all over the place.
Not only blocks, but he can catch the ball,
yeah,
too.
I mean, put him at tight end. Kind of give Jake some rest. You never know, I mean, what he can do. All right. Finally get to see this go, get it started, and it's a kick. Receives that, it's dropped at the 10. And
he is
nothing but Apaches right there. Takes it to the 22. It was originally dropped by Vincent Parrott. picks it up, doesn't get a very strong game. And that was by far, I think, the worst field position they've started with tonight.
Seems that one of the Apaches is down.
Can't see what number it is.
Again, one of those non-contact injuries, so you got to fear for him.
Yeah, or maybe he was. Maybe we could get a replay of it. Not sure what it is. Couldn't tell his number as well.
So you see the bench notably worried for their fellow teammate.
Yeah, fellow Apache. And hopefully we could get a replay of it. And if you're just joining us, it's been a great game so far, best game of the year, and it's come at a good time. Going against CV, playoffs on the line, 10 minutes left. Our Apaches up by 1.
Seems to be setting up for a.
Oh, and it's Jimmy Gassner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a guy you want to see go down. Jimmy's played a solid defensive end this year with pass deflections, even caught a couple of passes at tight end, and also had a couple solid sacks. Looks like he's grabbing the ribs.
Yeah, he's been, I guess, one of the leaders of the defense.
Oh, definitely.
And he's been there for about 4 years, I believe.
Yeah, he's
since
been one
freshman year.
He's been one of the only guys. It's Jimmy, Ramon, Alex Kelleher, and maybe missing a few others who have played all 4 years.
Yeah, this would be a big loss if he's not able to continue. We saw that he had an ankle injury earlier in the season too.
Coming into a second half of the game, Jimmy had to sit out. I believe it was against Burbank. Just twisted his ankle real bad and could barely walk on it. Ended up playing next week. Tough guy.
And it's a read option again.
Oh, and it goes far. Goes for a solid gain right there. And what started out initially as a defensive grunt game, it's going to be offensive. It looks to be an offensive shootout now.
Yep, we see here that this quarterback, though he does lead the league in passing, has that running ability that's really hurting Arcadia at this.
Oh,
this
definitely.
Point. Yeah.
Don't really know what the refs are discussing. Oh, they just picked up a flag. Couldn't tell. They're kind of blocking it, and it looks like it's going against CV. And this could be a difference of 40 yards if it's a holding penalty.
For a change, it seems that
it's gonna be a sideline infraction. So
wow.
I believe it's still a first down, but it just makes it first and
And that's what you call free yardage right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sideline infraction, you could definitely prevent that. And to give up around 30 yards,
exactly,
it's terrible.
All right, so now it's, a little confusing what it is. All right, yeah, so it is a first down. They just get moved back. And they might be, so it's a 1st and 10, but they were moved back 15 yards. And now the ball's on the 21.
And he's looking to throw here.
It's a deep pass, and that's Roski. Yeah, he picks it off! Interception by Rolandis Whitner. Takes it out of the hands of number 4, Tyler Lobiancho.
And there's a flag.
But it came after the play. That's going to be going 15 yards back. But that's the MVP moment.
Yeah, we were waiting for that all game. We were waiting for it on offense. We were waiting for it on special teams. And we finally got it on defense from the strong safety.
That was the moment. And now, hopefully...
And it's unsportsmanlike on Arcadia. Pushes him back 15 yards. But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey, as long as it doesn't make it 1st and 25. But now it gives us... Actually, that might have helped us because now we have more field to run down the clock.
Yeah, we can just chew down that clock as long as possible. Just drain that like a sink. And just, if we can get a score and possibly a 2-point conversion, 2-possession game.
I mean, if they're able to shave 5-6 minutes off the clock, even more, we saw it. And this is a position that we want. This is how we want the game to start to head into the end. And let's just give credit to the defensive line as well. They haven't had much sacks. They've only had 1 sack on the game, so we haven't said their names much. But the pressure they put on right there, that's what led to the big interception.
Yeah. MVP of this game is not only the run game but the defense. But
Oh, definitely.
here we see again Austin.
Another first down. They can't stop them. I mean, it looks like our defense against Burbank trying to stop Darnell Williams, and you could only imagine what would have happened if we played Austin or if Austin played like this the whole year, and we had the opportunity to give to him.
Yeah, it's a shame that he's a senior and we kind of wasted that opportunity. But hey, you discover a guy like this right now, you get to use him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And not much film to back it up, and teams can't really prepare.
Exactly, and that's another solid first down. That's another gain of 5 or 6. And after playing on the JV team with Austin, this is nothing new. I mean, Austin, his sophomore year was MVP of the JV team, and you're just kind of waiting for him to burst up on the scene on varsity, and here it is. And even though it's the last game, this is the best time for it. CV game, haven't beat them in 6-7 years.
A spot for the playoffs.
And it's a screen pass to Deontay that goes for about 6.
Decent yardage, and we see here, maybe this is Max finally getting into his rhythm here. Throwing.
Yeah. This is where he feels comfortable. As soon,
we got the run game established as well.
A quarterback feeling comfortable is the most important thing for a team.
It's another run.
And it's giving it to Austin.
And he bounces outside.
And it's another. Gets close to a first down. Might be a 3rd and 1. And can't. It looks like it's. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be marked a first down.
Again, moving the chains.
Oh, no, my bad. It's a 3rd. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like 3rd and a foot. The Patriots have to get to the 44.
Might be a QB sneak here, and it is. And he's still up.
And yeah, first down. And so this is what our Patriots want. Always having quick completions and run plays so the clock could run down.
Yeah, I noticed in the Burbank game actually it was 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and we decided not to do the QB sneaks. And with Max's physicality, that's really what you should be doing. And I'm glad to see that they're using it here.
Exactly. And we see Roski behind Max. I mean, this could also be another MVP moment for Roski. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's sports. Anything can happen.
And he is stopped.
Oh God. Looks like he was down. Yeah, he was real down. And we see Roski's helmet go flying. He's holding his face. But, I mean, you thought, I don't know, at least for me, I thought the helmet was the ball.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fumble. Or the ball. Yeah, but.
Scared me for a second there, but.
Looks like his nose is bleeding. He's going to have to sit out.
Took a big hit right there. And that's kind of what happens when you put Rolandis in a position that he doesn't really like, isn't really comfortable at. I like to see him more in a wide receiver set, but I guess the staff really wants to put him at that running back position.
Yeah, I mean, it just hasn't been there all day. I don't know why they would go to it because they have. Oh,
and Max takes a sack right there.
Bad. It looks like he was going for a read option and a screen pass, and that's what we're talking about. Max just looked uncomfortable, and the whole key for this offense is Max to feel comfortable. And now we're looking. I mean, what looked to be unstoppable. We're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And we see Rolandis back in the game even after getting that bloody nose. He wants to be out there.
There's nothing that's stopping this kid from being on the field, even a suspension.
See a throwing pass.
Max scrolling. And
wow, that's a drop by Alex Kelleher.
Yeah, well, would have been a first down right there. Just hit him in the worst spot, the hands. But Alex has been solid on offense for the past couple games. It's really weird. Like he'll make the impossible catch, but just right there, just couldn't grab it. He's probably worried about staying in
bounds. Yeah,
staying in bounds.
Looked down before he caught the ball on ahead. But let's see here if Randy can back up his good punt.
Yeah,
the previous one.
Hopefully we get the good side of Randy's inconsistency. And kicking it from his 40. If they're able to down it at the 25-ish, that'll be solid. But hopefully this isn't the drive that. Oh, and it's a solid punt.
Solid punt, yeah.
And Torrey Brumfield
Takes him down.
Yeah.
Wow, open field tackle by
What a play by Torrey Brumfield. What a play. I mean, that just eliminated what could have been what could have been a touchdown. I mean, when I talked about how as we were starting the second half, when Bradford asked me what are the keys, it's making the first tackle, because that's the difference of 20, 30 yards, perhaps a touchdown.
Yeah, and you saw right there, there's a lot of room, one-on-one.
Yeah. Starting on the 15, and Doyle's scrambling, and makes the
catch, yeah. Good coverage by DJ, though. Just a better catch and throw.
Yeah. Not much you can do right there. And that's, some of the CV's big names haven't done much. Like, after looking at the league leaderboards, Tyler Luciano leads the league in reception yards. And, as we said before, Cole Doyle leads the league in passing and rushing yards. And
Josa.
Yeah. League leader in touchdowns. And we've held them to 2.
And here
and on a bad play. Yeah, looked like it was a
incomplete pass right there.
Play action screen pass.
Oh, this is the last thing Arcadia needs to do, get into a chippy battle and resulting in, flags.
Yeah.
That's just not what you want at this point. So close.
With the way the refs have gone this year with us, there's no way that if we start something, it's gonna be 15 yards for the Falcons instead of us. If anything happens, even if it's caused by the Falcons chirping first.
I'm not sure what Falcons are gonna do with 6:19 left. They can't really run it that much, so they might refer to throwing.
They have to have a sense of urgency.
And they are gonna run it here.
And they're running it with Joe Sub, but
not going much.
Taken down once
by number 22, Alex Williams.
Alex Williams coming off of, didn't have surgery on his knee, but tore multiple ligaments in his knee at the Monrovia game, which was the second week of last year. Didn't play at all for the rest of the season.
Came back, and we saw today he even did that 4th and 1 stop right there.
And now it's a 3rd and 10, and this could be the play or the next 2 plays could decide the season.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a triple wide receiver set. And he's
hit on stride, but doesn't look like it's a first down. And it's going to lead to a 4th and 2. And this could be the play. It's going to be a 4th and 1.
I imagine they're going to go with a QB sneak here.
Yeah.
But they're going to talk things over with the timeout.
Yeah.
Good call.
CV timeout, but what a game so far. Even if our Apaches don't pull out with this one, you could tell how they gelled together. And this is the chemistry we've been waiting for. This is the defense we've been waiting for.
This has been lights out.
Yeah.
Compare this to the Cathedral game, 49-0.
Yeah, our heads are low, but now we're everybody pulling this in the same direction. But also, this is something we couldn't do against Burbank, is stop the run game, and now we've done a great job of that tonight. Even now we're improving our special teams. Brady's had 2 great punts, even a long extra point, and a great tackle from Torrey Brumfield. This is how we want our Apaches to play. It's the little things that count. Because if we think about it, Randy had another shank of a punt that goes 15 yards. They're starting with the ball on their own 40, 45, and they could wind and just put them in a better position to score. And on 4th and 2, Cole Doyle looking to lead this Falcons offense.
I would see him try to run it himself.
Yeah, and that's what
he does. And he gets it.
Yeah, looks like he gets the first down.
And all they really need is a field goal here.
Yeah, that's true. But we have to admit, there's been 1 botched extra point and 2 missed kicks. So the kicker might not be the guy they want to put their whole season season into his hands.
Yeah, it's just not a good night. 0 for 3 in that special teams department for the kicker.
Yeah.
Though he does have the leg, as we've seen.
Yeah, he has the leg, but he has not been able to make it count. And let's see if
And he's wide open on the other side.
And that's going to be a first down and more.
Good track back by number 50, Jake Metters, to stop that.
But looked like what was a play going nowhere ended up going for about 14.
Misdirection play right there. We see
just out of his reach to Cesar Haro.
We see CV pulling a lot of tricks up their sleeve, plays that we might not usually see.
Exactly. But I mean, we just have to remember the pitch to throw. I mean, what a play. You kind of have to expect something like that. And it's going to be a run.
And he keeps it himself.
Keeps it. And it's going for that might be steps out of bounds. But Doyle ran it for almost 20 yards right there.
We see the speed of it. It's really scary.
Yeah.
And CV just outside of field goal territory. We see the replay right here.
Yeah, you see the
missed tackle right there.
And then another missed tackle. I mean, Alex Williams, don't get me wrong, he's played a hell of a game, but he makes that first tackle. I mean, we're looking at a much more manageable situation. And it's another Doyle run.
He's taking matters into his own hands.
This pass game has gone extinct. And if you're, with 4:30 left in the game, 1st and 10, 14-13, our Apaches leading. This is coming. This is it. This could be the last 4 minutes of each of these teams' season.
I want to note that the defense's red zone in this area around the 40 to 30 has been stellar. Yeah. So let's see if they can hold them again.
And it might be going that way.
It's going to be another fake. He's going to run it again. So predictable.
And Doyle taking it himself for another first down.
It's just a simple play by Suh. He goes in motion, and he just fakes that handoff. He's done it a few times in a row now.
Yeah. And I really thought that interception from Roski was going to be it for the game. I thought they were going to be able to drive down and score, but it wasn't.
Gave him a lifeline. Yeah. Here they are at our 20-yard line.
I mean,
and here he is again.
He's gonna run it. And timeout. Yeah, timeout on the Falcons side. But hopefully, I mean, if they do score, you want them to score right now so our Apaches could.
Yeah, we need at least three
minutes.
Maybe 2:30 around there for us to drive potentially 75 yards.
But I mean, it's gonna be hard to see if we have to rely on our pass game. Because after some drop balls, Max's throws that are just off, this might not be it. I mean, this if it comes down to our passing game, that might be the deal breaker.
Yeah, running has been solid, but you can't run the ball with this little time left on the clock.
Definitely not. It's gonna waste too much time.
We do have 3 timeouts. We do have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, that is true.
You can't just keep running the ball. You're killing your own time. So a 1st and 10.
Yeah, 1st and 10 on the Arcadia 17. Falcons looking to score.
I've seen coaches actually just say, let him score. And
and he finally gets stood up. That only goes for 2, maybe 3 or 4.
Tackle by Jake Metters.
Yeah, it goes for about 3, looking at a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and if you're CV, you're just going to want to run out the...
you're going to want to take as much time as possible so the Apaches can't score. The worst case scenario, you don't want to focus too much about the clock, running it, and then the Arcadia stops them. But if they're able to stop this run game right now, which is what they've been doing all game, this could be it.
And interesting to note that CV has no timeouts remaining. So
yeah, Arcadia has advantage on the timeout side. And a player just brought him off the field. Haven't seen him at all during the game.
And he's going to run again.
Another Doyle run,
and he's taken
stopped.
down.
Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. It's going to lead to a 2nd and 4.
Taken down by number 28, Danny Rodriguez.
Yeah. And looking at a 3rd and 4, I think. And wow, So now they have about 2 opportunities for a first down because there's no way that they're going to kick it.
They are at the 15-yard line,
Yeah.
so they might actually decide to go kick it.
My bad, it's a 3rd and 6. And this, I mean, we've talked about it. This could be the play of the season. A stop right here, a fumble. He's going to be looking to pass.
He's looking to
pass. Doesn't have anything open. He's taking it himself. And
he might get it.
Yeah, doesn't get it.
I think he gets it.
Going to be about 4th and Arcadia timeout. I mean, you could only expecting him to run it, but you also at least want to have the cornerbacks playing lockdown man D right now, because it's going to be one-on-ones all around. And with a 4th and 2, a score right here puts the Apaches at a potential 20-14 deficit. But also, the worst thing you could see right now is the offsides.
And here we go. Putting it in the kickers.
Yeah. A stop right here wins the game. CV. Oh wait. Oh my God! They're not even going for it. They're taking the field goal, bringing the field goal unit.
Remember, he is 0 for 3 today.
And
it's good. Right down the middle.
16-14 CV lead. However, we have a pretty good kicker of our own. And with 150 left, 16-14 CV. This last minute 49 could be the end of the season. Let's make sure it's not.
Yeah, 149, 2 timeouts left. You start around the 30-yard line. You just need to go 35-ish yards.
Yeah. I mean,
you'll be in Randy's territory.
We're talking about MVP moments.
This is it right here.
This could be it. I mean, I've been talking about Deontay pitching it back to Roski here and there throughout the season, and this could be the time where they use it. Or they might squib it up the middle where Austin could take it. But this is the MVP moment. This is the moment. All right, kicks it off.
And they give it to Roski. They're beating him.
Takes it from the 5, looking for blockers. And he finds a gap. Stays up.
And he's still on his feet somehow.
Switches field.
And he's finally met.
Maybe that wasn't the best idea, as they waste even more clock time to go nowhere. And starting from about the 20, this is the season right here. And now the bad part is that they've kind of taken Austin out. The threat of Austin's run game is out of the game.
Yeah, no time left for that, so you're just going to have to rely on throwing the ball.
I mean, you want to get it to the 25-30, but Max just has to stay calm. That's the biggest thing right here, is for Max to stay calm and in control.
He needs to make sure to not throw the ball to the first receiver that he sees. That's one of the big issues that we've been noticing.
Yeah, that's what happens when he's been getting flustered. And I hope you've been watching this game, folks, or been tuning in for most of it, because this has been a hell of a game so far. Max in the gun with trips left. And, wow. Tipped at the line. The worst thing we can see right now is interception. But 2nd and 10, only waste a couple seconds off the clock. Definitely has enough time to make it down the field. I mean, one broken tackle, we could be looking at a touchdown.
Both crowds doing it. High snap.
Oh my! Max is scrolling. He's looking for something. And hopefully that's not intentional grounding. Not intentional grounding.
That puts it in a 3rd and 10 situation. Not too mediocre throws right there.
But Max,
no separation.
Oh no! And they called intentional grounding. No. Oh my God. This is not how you wanted it to end. I mean, you might as well try a screen pass, because these corners are locked down. They haven't given our Apaches any wiggle room. But I don't know why it wasn't called right away.
I believe it was in that gray area.
Yeah, it was in the. I mean, technically it should be called, but there was nobody in the area. Max had nowhere to go with it.
And here he
Hopefully
is.
just gets something. Davila looking to throw.
Gets rid of it.
And while he's thrown, good coverage. And well, it's gonna come down to this.
Wow.
Look, even looking a little bit shaken up. I mean, season could come down to this play. And we saw Roasty almost convert a 33-yard third down. What can stop them here? All right, Max in the gun, takes it back, scrolling to his left, scrolling.
He's gonna throw it up.
And
Oh my goodness! It's a catch
oh my God!
by number 47.
Alex Kelleher, the impossible is possible.
Can you believe it?
I can. Oh my God! Wow. No laundry. No laundry.
On a 4th and 16. Can you believe that? I don't know how he got that open.
I don't even know how he was able to get past the safeties and the cornerbacks.
Being a defensive end, he is somehow able to make that catch, and it's a timeout. But oh my goodness!
And right behind me, I see his dad just going crazy. I mean, he must be beaming with pride right now.
That is not an easy catch either. He has to turn around.
Yeah.
Snatch that out of the
If
air.
we could get a replay of that. Yeah, I mean, you could see how he had to change position, and that was the play. That could be the play of the season. All Randy has to do is get to the 25.
I would not settle right here for a field goal.
Oh,
I would try
definitely
to go for the end zone right here. Get into Randy's range and take a few shots there. We have 1 minute and 8 seconds. 1 timeout remaining.
And we have the ball on the 32.
Tell your friends to tune in. This is for a CIF spot right here.
Exactly. And we see a screen. I mean, however, incomplete pass, but that only wastes about 5 seconds on the clock.
And that stopped the clock. The clock was still running.
Yeah. But, I mean, getting it to at least the 15, at least, guarantees it. So a first down is all the Apaches need. But, I mean, they're putting a lot of faith in one player, and Randy has handled the pressure, but as his teammates have gone on about him,
I don't think he's faced the pressure like this.
Oh, and
it's caught by Frankie and gets out of bounds.
And that might be the first, or that might be close to a first down. Hopefully they could run it with Austin right now.
Run with Austin and take a timeout.
Yeah.
Or maybe spike it, because they do stop the clock when they move the chains.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to be looking for Austin to run it. I mean, this is just Austin territory. I mean, we've seen him play solid the whole entire game, and it comes down to this.
And they are going to run it.
And it's a first down.
And he gets it.
Which stops the clock. It's now at 52 seconds.
They don't need to rush that much. 52 seconds is plenty.
Yeah, and now they're going to be at their, it looks like they're at the 18-yard line. With the clock running out, 49 seconds counting down. Still down by 2. It's 14.
Look at that for Deontay and Rolandis.
Oh,
he's looking there. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Almost the interception.
Almost a pick. It's a free one too by number 12.
Oh my God.
Let's not forget that's the guy who threw that pass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was a free pick.
That was almost it. That could have been the
end of the season right
yeah,
there.
that could have been the end of the season.
But instead we get a lifeline right there.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know why might as well just hand it off to Austin and set up the best field position. I mean, this is easy. Dude, this is the game. But, all right, Max steps back, looking to pass. Oh, and it's...
Touchdown, Arcadia!
Touchdown, Francisco Contreras! That's ball game, folks! That is ball game! And the impossible has happened. And that's all she wrote.
Number 9, Frankie Contreras.
just tuned in, or if you've been with us this whole game of the year, folks. And you know what the best part is seeing how proud all these dads are on their kids. You see Alex's dad, Roski's dad, Frankie's dad. It's pretty nice to see this. This is why we love football, because it's much more than a sport.
This is what a CIF, when CIF is on the line, rivalry game, and it's a pitch.
And
it's a two-point conversion.
Damn.
And it's a Frankie again. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, it's a little taste of their own medicine. And with the 2-point conversion, this means that no matter what they have, or either way, it doesn't really matter, but
because the PATs are not a given.
PATs are not given. So this shows that no matter what, if they do score, they have to convert the PAT, which hasn't been there. And 32 seconds left. What a game!
Talk about college football, NFL. But hey, high school football can get lit too.
Friday Night Lights, baby, or Thursday Night Lights, baby. And you can't see it on camera, but the smiles of all these guys. And it's not just the main guys. You see some of the bench players who haven't been in at all this game. It's the love. That's what I'm talking about. Football is so much more than just a sport.
Now we have 32 seconds left. Let's make sure we can close the game out. CV has no timeouts remaining, so just pin them back, make them have long field position, and just sit back with your safeties.
And a solid kick. And taking it upfield, Cantorano gets a finger on him.
And he's stopped.
Stopped at the 26. Kenneth Urano makes that initial tackle, and that could be even. That's a difference of 15 yards.
Yeah, that's solid. He breaks through there. He has a one-on-one with Fernando.
Yeah.
And great special teams coverage all night.
22 yards on a kickoff return.
What a game.
For the Falcons, 27.
All right, and now we could see what this Arcadia pass rush could do to pressure Cole Doyle, because right now he can't run. These 10-yard gains he's been having all game can't be used.
It's a completion. And there's no time left there's no timeouts. So
on the CV side,
they're just gonna have to spike the ball.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
And there's a flag on the play. Not sure what that's about.
Oh, it might be false. It might be a false start.
It's a false start.
Brings them back 5 yards.
And Coyle cannot believe it. Wow.
What a game. You probably still had guys coming to the line.
And though this is an away game for Arcadia, it feels like a neutral zone right here. Our fans are bringing the heat.
Yeah. All right, with 16 seconds left, Doyle's looking back to pass. And steps up in the pocket, launches one,
and it is
out of bounds. Uncatchable ball. It's going to be 3rd and 15 now.
7 seconds remaining. I don't think the quarterback has the arm to do a Hail Mary.
This is the game.
Best chance for CV is if they do about a 7 and in, get out of bounds 1 second, get around the 40-yard line, and just launch one.
They might do just a hook and ladder, and you put all your big boys back there. You can even put some of your receivers. All right,
he's rolling.
And it's going to be a hook, shoots and ladder. Oh, no, you're right. So he steps out of bounds.
He has 3 seconds now, which makes 45. It as close as possible.
And right here will be the last play of the season, hopefully for CV.
If I were Pollocky, I would take the timeout here to talk things over.
Yeah, but they've gone over this so many times. CV could either do a Hail Mary or a shoots and ladders.
I think what's more likely is a shoots and ladder.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to.
And no, he's going for the Hail Mary, just waiting. throws it up, and that's nowhere near the... And that's ball game. Arcadia wins, folks.
He pulls off the upset.
The upset of the season.
On senior night in CV, spoiling it for them. Could it get any better?
It can't get any better than this. Look out, seeing how happy everybody is. And wow. Too many times this has been Arcadia. And now, too many times Arcadia has looked like CV with their heads down, crying after a tough game. And now is finally Arcadia's turn to be top dogs. Let's just, give the official MVP of the game to Austin Guerra, who probably has had over 180 yards of offense. Let's give a shout out to Alex Kelleher for that big catch. On the fourth and 16, one of the biggest plays of the season.
Everyone's loving it. Everyone's happy.
And wow, what a game.
Wow, that best game of the season by far.
This has been,
you just see it right here. It has everything. The runs, victory, could even see injuries, adversity, just everything.
The Apaches had to overcome so much. Wow, by far the greatest game of the season. Too many times we've had to watch Arcadia get blown out by CV over and over again. Even at this same stadium right here, this is after a botched extra point 2 years ago. It was the difference of them making the playoffs, and now we finally win with the score of 22-16. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm blown away.
Just gotta give the sport of football, it's so unpredictable. Last week we saw the throwing was good, but this week running really carried us. And even when everything was all over, 4th and 16, that throw to Alex to a defensive end, that's just amazing.
Getting past all the safeties, I don't know how he did it.
And I think this puts our ticket into CIF after a game like this.
Definitely, it should be. And you know what? Nobody thought of this, and you can see how happy all these guys are, and it's what we want to see as Apaches fans, and it makes you proud to be an Apache.
Yeah. And our Apaches will be going to CIF, the big playoff situation, so make sure to tune into APN to watch those games.
Yeah. All right.
This has been Bradford. This has been Matt. We'll see you next time.
See you.